Hey, good morning, y'all. Hey, it's Thursday. Yeah, I just uploaded a little short video. It's not a short, it's just a short video of crap that I deal with at work. Driving. Just generic, shitty fucking drivers. I don't know if my plant manager's got time to like tag every single video that I put out. I would be bumping that button all fucking day long. Record this! It's cuckoo land. Anyway, so I was thinking about something yesterday, and everybody has, on the psychological level of, I have my work, but I also have, like family drama. And I've kind of gone into detail about how, I had this shitty relationship that kind of fucked my head all up for like 2 years. And I was sitting there thinking about all the sketchy, weird shit my family has done to me. And I thought it bizarre, that the audacity, of what I've been through, what I've had to deal with, things that have gone wrong in my life, the mistakes I've made, all of this crap. The latest and greatest of their odd shit is that, like, I put out a video where I was talking about like cognitive dissonance, where my stepdad is a great guy, but he had this IRS thing, and just a bunch of crap with the house, and it needed a plumber, and my mom couldn't find anybody to come out, and the guy that did come out ended up costing her $4,000. And she needed a little bit of financial help. That's no problem, right? I am the one who does not have help. There's that. And they're asking me to contribute, whereas I contribute in other ways. Like, my mother likes to clean my house. She would do it for free. I don't let her do it for free. So she gets that, and I overpay her for what she needs to do. I mean, I do, because it's mom, right? And it's kind of bizarre, and I understood that, she did need a little bit of help, but my stepdad could have, contributed a little more for that. That's his house too, right? And to have my sister, who has passive income, have the audacity to ask me for help. Now, my mother had asked me, I would have gladly given it to her, but my sister guilt trips everybody into participation, helping my mother with any kind of financial disposition that she might be running into issues. But then turn around and take 2 cruises, and then one sister gets on whining and crying and needing attention or validation that Trump's an evil bastard, because the VA just fired one of her workers, and she's paranoid because her probation isn't up until June, but then turns around and takes a fucking Hawaii vacation. That one. The one, I think I talked about it, the one sister who was asking everybody to pitch in and help my mom, right? Yeah, she's the one who cropped me out of a picture for her profile on Facebook while I was deployed in Iraq. And they don't understand why I don't fucking want to be around any of them. Right? I'm just like, the one sister, I went up for my daughter's bridal shower. Her and her husband had rented a house, like literally like 20, not even 20 minutes from my buddy's house. I was going on a ride with him and a bunch of friends from high school. We were going to go do the SAC. Sacandaga Lake. It's huge, right? We were gonna go ride the Sac. It was like 20 of us going out, bikes, whatever, just joyriding. Upstate New York. I'm down here in Tennessee, right? So I ride up to New York for my daughter's bridal shower in August, I think it was. And this was back in 2018 time frame, right? I had just got the bike. I literally had walk-off tags on it when I went up to New York. All right, didn't care. Anyway, I had mentioned my sister as like, I know when I'm not wanted, right? So I'm gonna head up north. So she contacted me. She goes, we're back in the area. I was like, I just want to spend one night and then I'm gonna go hang out with them, whatever. Well, it was about, I don't know, 8:30 in the morning, I guess. It wasn't, actually it was earlier than that. Yeah, it was like 8:30. It was like 7 o'clock or so in the morning. And apparently I am not acceptable character for her husband's father. So they were embarrassed of me in regard. So at 7 in the morning, to save face, she was like, yeah, his dad's going to be here, and yeah, it's probably not a good idea that you be here. I don't even fucking know this man. I've never met him. Honest to God, I've never fucking met him. I don't know what judgment, what shit they've talked to make this man have an opinion of me I have never fucking met, right? So she saved face. She's like, well, why don't we go meet so-and-so for breakfast, right? To get me out of the house. I have done fucking nothing to, I don't know what deranged issue was going on, but the vibe was very fucking indecent, in my opinion. So I play dumb, literally, and I go and have breakfast with my sister and this friend who I've blocked across every platform. She used to be a friend. She is not a friend. She's lost her fucking marbles. So yeah, when you see that, you fucking get rid of it, right? So we go and have breakfast, and everything is calm, cool, collected, whatever. And then I leave from there and I go meet up with my buddies, right? And I end up staying with the one buddy. He's been like a big brother to me my entire life, right? I stay with him and his mom after he's taking care of his mom now, or she's taking care of him because he's got cancer. But after the ride, I'm at their house. But I started to have a very, I'd call it maybe even a dark night of the soul. For about a year after that, I was very, and it affected my throat really bad. I had that spasmodic thing going on. Well, I quit smoking, and I quit smoking before, and I never had that happen. It was bad. The stress, the stress of, not feeling wanted by my daughter, because that arrangement was extremely uncomfortable. Not feeling wanted by my own sister, or being shunned. It was because of my hair. They all just fucking like, yeah, anyway. Yeah, with my hair that was giving everybody bad vibe. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's fucking hair, right? It's like Nobody knows me at all inside. They see the outside, and that's based typically on everybody. Well, my outside is a completely different person than what's inside. It's kind of like the mask, right? So, and it took months and months and months and months and months to accept that my family is fucked up. And I don't have to have anything to do with them. It's not a requirement. I can communicate with them and be cordial, but I do not have to be all up in their shit, involved with everything that they have fucking going on, and nor do I care. If we're, if there's something special going on and, I get told, okay, I'll make the decision whether I go or not. It was very frustrating. It wasn't until, it was strange when my sister, the one that cropped me, decided to downsize and she got rid of all my daughter's stuff. My heart was breaking for my kid. And I said nothing. It's like, this is everybody's fucking decision. This is not my lane. I'm just going to shut up and keep the peace. Oh, I said a few... I made a few jabs while I was picking up stuff in New York in my truck, which cost me a fortune to get up there and back. And I had to buy a trailer to get it all home. From my sister's house, because she was downsizing. She was doing a quick, facelift on it, and she was going to sell it, right? And live in a camper, travel. Well, that idea went out the fucking window. She ended up building an addition on my mother's house and hooking up and getting married to some asshat who I can't fucking stand. My stepfather can't fucking stand. My daughter's husband can't fucking stand. I mean, it's just, let's add more travesty and cuckookery to this fucking weird family dynamic that we already have, right? Anyway. So, I can't remember, I think it was 2020. Yeah. My daughter, we had Marco Polo app, and she messages me, I'm eating ramen. I'm like, why are you fucking eating ramen? Because she knows how I feel about ramen, right? That's survival food. That is not everyday fucking shit, right? That is when, the grocery shelves are completely fucking bare and you are starving food, okay? We keep it in stock because it lasts forever. It never goes bad. It's like peanut butter. You just put it in a box and stick it on a shelf, and as long as you don't get mice in there, you're good. Because those fuckers will eat right through the wrapper. Anyway. So, I'm like, why are you eating ramen? And she, and she goes and explains all the, the money. Because he's going through fucking medical school, right? The struggle is real. I understand. I get it, right? So I start sending her money for that. And I'm like, is anybody else helping you other than his family? No. She goes, well, the one sister pays the insurance on my car. I said, that's it? Well, yeah. I was like, oh, so she wants to be in control of everything, but she doesn't want to fucking contribute to the Feed the Children fund? She goes, yeah. She goes, you don't want to be in control of anything. You just roll with the punches. I just figured I'd tell you. I was like, well, I got you. I have no problem paying, sending you money for food. Get me his account information and I'll do a transfer kind of thing. But anyway, so I did that for like a year or two, whatever, and somehow I put a timestamp on it, and I don't remember doing that. But then she went like a month, and she called me, and she's like, I didn't want to tell you, but the money stopped, and we still need it. I was like, I didn't know it stopped. I'm sorry. I didn't cut you off because she goes, I know, but I felt bad. I didn't want to ask. All right, that kind of thing. So my daughter at least has a little bit of, she feels bad if she has to ask for help. But given the circumstances of what they're doing, I want him to be successful. I want her to be successful. I want them to get their lives in order, and one of the things, and I want their marriage to be like solid, right? That is what I want for my kid. And I know that financials fucks up marriages. And that is not something I want. And I know financials fucks up career goals and, ambitions and, things like that. It's not, I'm not doing it because I, trying to win or buy brownie points for my daughter. I do what I do for my daughter because I love her. And I want her and her husband to be successful and independent eventually, someday, once he gets his, blessed off, you got your medical license shit, right? Whereas everyone else in the family it's like they do what they do as a competition type of thing. It's like my sister, she wants to lay claim to the grandparent role, and I know my daughter's father and daughter's husband, he will have nothing to do with that. He is already, he's like, no. Hey, yeah, your aunt raised you, but your mother is your mother. And to be honest, I like your mother better than I like your aunt. And I certainly don't like your aunt's husband, so he is not going to be grandfather role. And so they had decided on this, because they're having their first child in August, that they are going to literally have a closed birth, like private birth. No hospital visits, nothing. They're going to take time, be with each other, take care of the baby, and be by themselves. The only people that'll probably be involved are his parents, at all, if anything at all. They're going to take 2 weeks to, mommy, baby, and daddy. That's it. But I will be going out there to help her with stuff. After they have their bonding period. I'll probably only be there about a week, at most 2, because that's all I got for vacation. But my company is not, they're very family supportive, so they understand that, we don't know what the due date is. We know what the due date is, but we don't know if it's going to come on time, kind of thing. And when I know, that's when I'm putting in for the time. Now, should something happen and it's an emergency and I need to go then, I am going to be like, I gotta go now. And peace out. And they'll annotate the books. So they're tracking. But yeah, the drama that people experience within family elements, like you see a lot of videos out there where it's like you got these psycho mother-in-laws, on both sides. You got the husband's mother is a complete kook, and then you've got the daughter's mother is a complete kook. You know, shit like that. It's like, do you all know how to cut fucking apron strings? And just appreciate that your children... Thank you, Nazi. Oh, God. Lord, help me. Do I need anything? Let me see. Why do they got double annotations on here? That's weird. Anyway, cut the apron strings and let your children live their fucking lives. And not be all up their fucking assholes trying to be in control of them as they try to progress with their own friggin' lives. You know, if they need help, then help them. But you ain't gotta monitor their every fucking move and shit. Like, yeah, my sister does that to my daughter. It makes her fucking crazy. So anyway, I've got to check it. I've got to go. I'm going to cruise around this yard because I don't feel like backing up. The sun is right in my damn face back there. You see it? So, everybody have a great Thursday. Thanks for watching. Peace.